Good evening, Internet, and welcome back to the ARM Apocalypse. More specifically, welcome back to Starfleet Battles Academy. It is Tuesday night. It is the 25th of February, and we are back for some Starfleet action. Just making some moves here with my map, getting everything set up. I've got Olives, and I've got Bennett, and we are ready for what we are going to call this week our three-way dance. We've picked out some very interesting ships for you this evening. We've got some special rules for how we're going to handle things. Let me switch over to the SSDs page so you can see what we've got going on. You will note that we are all three different races or factions, and with the exception of Bennett, we've each got two identical ships. Bennett's got four because Bennett's a masochist, and he wants to try to manage twice as many ships as the rest of us for some reason. But
it was almost 14 times as many ships.
That's right. So what we have decided here is that we are playing three mini battles for you this evening. Rather than one major battle, we're doing three separate smaller battles, each one-on-one. So you will perhaps note, once things get going, or if you had looked very closely at the SSDs, each of the ships and each of the markers is marked with a color. And each of those colors has a pair. I have a red and a blue ship. Olives has a red and a purple ship. And Bennett has a blue and a purple ship. For the start of this battle, the red ships will face off, the purple ships will face off, and the blue ships will face off. And they will pretend that no other ships exist on the map. So nothing else that the other ships do have any bearing on each individual battle. So that's what I said, or what I meant when I said that we have three smaller battles going on. Three individual duels. One between me and Olives, one between me and Bennett, and one between Bennett and Olives. We have each chosen a 150 point or less ship, or a combination of ship and PF in Bennett's case. So we're all working with roughly the same point value. We revealed our ship choices to each other last night, prior to about 24 hours before the start of the stream tonight, so that we would each have an opportunity to do a little bit of additional preparation for what we were going to be facing. And here we are. So we are going to play this. All of these battles will be happening simultaneously. So that will be the only, that may make things a little bit difficult to understand how it's going on if you didn't catch the explanation up front. But I will likely remind the viewers and even ourselves as we go along that each of these ships only has one target that they can engage at this time. We did talk about if, for whatever reason, one ship destroys its target, then the other target of the same player would then be available to adopt as another target. So if I destroy Bennett's red ship, sorry, Bennett doesn't have a red ship. If I destroy Bennett's blue ship, then his purple ship would become available for my blue ship to attack, and then so on and so forth. But until that moment happens, and it's not likely to happen, at least early on in the conflict, that we're going to have ships actually destroyed. Purple ships only can fight purple ships. Blue ships can only fight blue ships. Red ships can only fight red ships. So we are going to kick off with, once we have finished energy allocation, we're going to kick off. Go ahead, Bennett.
To clarify, I can shoot at a ship that's shooting at me.
Correct, yes. So at any point in time that we open that up, or if the battle opens up so that blue ship can attack purple ship, for instance, then the purple ship can obviously fight back. There's no reason, nothing that says that if you're being shot at, you have to finish off your original target before you can shoot at the new guy that's shooting at you. Yeah, so perfectly okay with that.
And they can't hear me on stream.
They can't hear you on stream at all?
Nope.
I'm seeing the Squeedleys and the Meadleys moving. That's
I
weird.
have stream up. I can't hear myself.
Fantastic. Okay, so let me see about
No, I can't. It's super
just very, very low. Let me crank that up as high as it will go. Then, try another level.
Test. That's better.
Let me turn the music down a little bit. Maybe that will help. Music is a little loud tonight. Maybe that'll make things a little easier.
Test.
Okay.
Test.
Sorry, go ahead.
We're good.
All right, great. All right, so then there are a couple of other things that we'll probably need to talk about. I did mention just before we got on stream, and Olive, I don't think you were around to hear this, but in preparation for tonight's game, I did a completely new read through of the cloaking rules, because I decided that that using cloak for anything other than basically to defend and run away was essentially useless. And for anything that costs as much as it does BPV wise and as much as it does power wise, it can't be as bad as it has been represented on this stream the couple of times that we've used it. And it turns out it isn't. It isn't actually that bad. I have just misinterpreted the rules consistently for the last 20 years. Excuse me for just a second, guys. I've got to turn on the light. I realized one of my lights is out, so I've got to, there we go, fix that. All right, so there are a couple of things that we have grossly misinterpreted, and like I said, I've misinterpreted this for 20 years playing this game. There are certain aspects of the cloaking device that are active and valid whenever the cloak is turned on, whether or not the opposing force has a lock on. So once the cloaking device is turned on, you go through the 4 or 5 impulse fade out. And each impulse that you are in the process of fading out, you add 1 to the effective range to your target, up to +5 total. When the cloaking device is on, you are effectively at a range of 5 more than your true range, or the range between your actual ships, for purposes of firing weapons, direct fire weapons at a cloaked ship when the cloaking device is on, assuming that it has not been voided for some reason. But as long as it is on, regardless of whether or not you have a lock on, the effective range to the target is at +5. That is with or without lock on.
Yeah.
In addition to that, whether it is seeking weapons that make their way to a cloaked target or direct fire weapons fired at a cloaked target, there is a table that you roll on for each individual weapon that decides how much damage or how much of the rolled damage actually applies. That, again, happens whether or not you have a lock on. So, even if Bennett is using a cloaking device on his Orion ships, as a Romulan, I am using cloaking device, those rules apply whether or not the opposing force has a lock on to the target. If you do not have a lock on, if for whatever reason, because of the cloaking device, you lose lock on to the cloaked target, there are a number of things that you simply can't do. You can't launch seeking weapons at a cloaked target. You can't lock on with a transporter or with a tractor. Anything that requires a lock on to have, you can't do against a cloaked ship that you can't lock on to. In addition to that, the true range before the 5 hex range added for the cloaking device, the true range to your target is doubled. So if I'm at range 2, I'm effectively range 7. Range 9, because it doubles to 4, and then you add the +5 for the cloaking device. So it's effectively range 9. So if you don't have a lock on, that doubling applies, and the ship systems and ship weapons that require you to have a lock on to use, you cannot use. If you retain a lock on, you can still use all of those things. Or if you were able to get a lock on back, reacquire a lock on. But the way that we have been playing it, the way that I've been playing it for entirely too long, is essentially if the opponent is able to retain or gain a lock on to you, the cloak is effectively nullified, and that is just not true. It's just not the case. So this actually adds some viability for the use of the Romulan cloaking device.
Yeah, and I think if you're a tractor, that's when the range penalty goes away.
Correct. Yeah, if you are under a tractor lock, then regardless of whether you have the tractor or the cloaking device on or not, you are considered, number one, locked onto, because you have to have a lock on to get a tractor beam lock. Mm-hmm. And then number two, all of the benefits that you would get for having a cloaking device are nullified. But unfortunately for the cloaked party, all of the penalties still apply until you are out of cloak. Mm-hmm. So the last thing you want as a cloaking device user is to get yourself tractored.
Yeah.
Or to do something that voids your cloak.
Yeah.
And I, just for the record, I do not have cloaking devices.
You don't have cloaking devices. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So as the Romulan, then I will be the only one using the cloaking device this evening, or have the cloaking device viable or to be used this evening. That is that's a good thing. So let's talk about the Mauler. Have you gentlemen had an opportunity to look into the Mauler rules yet? Understand? Yeah. So you do understand at least the basics of the Mauler.
More or less.
I would like you to. I think you can put all the battery into it you want.
Yeah. So let me pull up a Mauler here on our SSD page so you can see what
firing arc as well in terms
what we're working with. Yeah.
Turning. Yeah.
So the Mauler is a very specified, very specific weapon that effectively translates energy into damage. It's a single target weapon that utilizes, it is intended to utilize battery energy to apply energy directly to a target in the form of damage. So 1 point of battery power can be a half point of, depending on the range, it can be either a half point of damage, a full point of damage, or 2 points of damage, based on how the range and the firing arc works out. It has a very, very limited firing arc. There's only somewhere in the vicinity of like 18 hexes at any given time that you can fire into, and it's a very narrow band down the front of the ship, for the most part. I'll pull up the Chosen 2023. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about Starfleet battles and getting ready to start up our first game for the evening, or our game for the evening. So I will pull up the rule book here. Let me switch back over to the. So before we do that, thank you so much for the follow, Chosen 2023. Appreciate you very much. Buckle up, because tonight's going to be a pretty wild ride. We're going to dive off into this one-on-one battle, and you're going to see some pretty amazing shit here coming up. So before I go into the rules, to talk about the firing arcs and everything, you can see that the weapons themselves on the SSD are represented by these arrows. That's just a visual representation of the weapon. It has nothing to do with, the Mauler itself cannot be destroyed unless all of the power systems that are attached to it are in fact destroyed. So you can see that there's a line drawn from those arrows to large battery banks, and to the warp engines, and to the impulse engines, and to the APR. Yep. All of those things are connected to the Mauler. And so any of those things can be used to power the Mauler. The Mauler is only destroyed if all of the associated power boxes are in fact destroyed. So at any given time, on any impulse, I can fire one bank of connected boxes of power into the Mauler and apply that damage directly. That means I can fire on impulse 1, and then impulse 2, and then impulse 3, for as long as I have power in my batteries, or power allocated to the Mauler from my other engines, and as long as I have separate groups that I can apply. So I have to apply a full group at every firing. So, for instance, this group of 12 batteries, I have to apply all of that at once. I couldn't apply partials from that group. I could apply this group of 2 over the right warp engine. I could apply this group of 6 back here where the shuttle bay should be. Or I could apply all of them, or any combination of them. So I think I have somewhere in the vicinity like 34 batteries that are connected to the Mauler. So I could fire anywhere between 2 points of battery energy and 34 points of battery energy on any impulse that remains viable to me, and I can fire it every impulse for as long as I have power. So then we'll talk about really quick so there's no roll for that. It is if you're in the firing arc of the Mauler, and you're in the field in which the Mauler will actually fire. I announce that I'm firing. I announce how much damage or how much power I'm putting into it. We calculate how much damage that is based on the range, and that damage is applied. There is no roll involved. But there are drawbacks. So that sounds like there's a lot of great things going for the Mauler. There are pretty significant drawbacks as well. And what I'm going to bring up now is the rule book. Excuse me for a moment. For whatever reason, my rule book has fled. Here we are. All right. The rule book that shows the actual Mauler arcs. Here we go. So here on the KRM sheet, you can see that the Mauler has a very defined arc. It's the first 4 hexes directly in front of the ship, then it branches out to 1 on either side, and it goes for another 4, and then out to 2 more on the 2 more further out to the side, and then it finishes an arc. So we're talking about anywhere between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, range of 10 maximum on center line, and then the handful of hexes on either side of that out to a certain point. Those are the only hexes that you can be in for this even to fire. So if you can stay out of that arc, then the Mauler becomes completely unusable against you. Further, from range 6 to 10, it is very inefficient. Only half of the energy discharged actually applies as damage. You have to be within range 5 to range 2 for it to be 1-to-1. So 1 point of battery equals 1 point of damage. And then you have to be within range 1 or 0. And there's an additional caveat on the range 0 before that actually becomes a dangerous weapon where you're putting in more power than, or more damage than the power is that you're actually allocating to it. Mm-hmm. So very, very, very situational weapon. It was designed in order to crack bases where bases aren't going anywhere. They're not moving against you. You're not maneuvering and trying to stay away from you. You can centerline them easier, get up close, and blow them up. Very difficult to do against a ship that is also maneuvering. But we're going to try. We're going to see what we can do. One additional caveat is you can, in fact, allocate power from your other engines, your non-battery power sources, to the Mauler. It is possible to do that, but there is a very steep cost. For every point of power that you put, for every 2 points of power that you put into the Mauler from another source that is not a battery, upon firing that time, you immediately lose half of that of those boxes that you allocated. So if I put my engines into the battery or into the Mauler weapon and I fire that Mauler weapon with power from the engines, I immediately lose half of the engine boxes that I used. Just outright. Mm-hmm. Destroyed. Wow. So very, very steep cost to do that.
If you miss or if you use it?
Well, you can't miss.
No, I mean, so if you use it, period, they're done.
Use it, period. If you use Warp Engine, Impulse, or APR for the Mauler weapon, automatically burn half the points.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So very, very steep. Very, very costly to do. So yes,
Question. I have one question.
please.
Let's say, does it? Oh, it's never mind. It's single target. Never mind.
Always single target. Yeah.
So first target in line.
It is targeted. So I can.
Oh, you have to decide.
You decide. It's like phasers.
If 10 fighters lined up right in front of you, you can decide which one you're going after.
Single target. Yeah.
Or
It's just like
drone or
any other direct fire weapon. It's you
Mhm.
decide the target and you decide when to fire.
Gotcha.
Now, when we first started playing this game, I will admit that I was I think maybe 11 or 12 years old, which means that I've been playing this for a lot longer than 20 years. I just realized that. But whenever I first started playing this game with my dad and my cousin, who were much older, my cousin's much older than I am. Obviously, my dad is much older than I am. They misinterpreted this rule to be that whenever you fire the Mauler weapon, it applies that damage to every hex in that field.
Yeah.
And it was a very different weapon back then when we played it that way.
Yeah.
But I eventually got old enough to where I was reading the rule book on my own. I'm like, yeah, there's something about this doesn't make sense. So we're doing things differently now. But we're going to see how this goes. So each of you get to face a Mauler. The Federation player, Olives, is bringing the light command cruiser, which is a scary ship in its own right. All of the armament of a heavy cruiser on a light cruiser body. This makes it more maneuverable. And then the Orion pirates are breaking out the attack raider, one of Bennett's option mounts that he has put on each of his ships is a tractor, a mech-link tractor, carrying a PF. So he will be piloting 4 ships, 2 ships in each of the battles. So two lightly smaller ships than the cruisers that Olives and I are facing, rather than just a single ship. So we'll see how that goes as well. Bennett, I'm sure that you have brushed up on the PF rules and have an understanding of how damage is applied and how all of that works as well.
Yes.
Fantastic. Then I don't think there's anything keeping us. Sorry, there's a question in from the chat. What class is the Starfleet Light Command Cruiser? So this game isn't Star Trek. It's based off of Star Trek, but it's not bound by the rules of Paramount, in that they don't have specific class names like the Galaxy class or the Constitution class. It is modeled after a Miranda class, the old TOS Star Trek II, the Reliant, I believe. So it's modeled after the Miranda class, but it's not specific to that. This is a game that originated in the 70s and was inspired by Trek, but is not bound by any of the rules or the franchising or any of those kinds of things from Paramount or the actual Star Trek. Just utilizes some of the same stuff. Romulans, Klingons, Gorn, Tholians, all of those things come from Trek, but that's kind of where the similarities end. All right. Well,
Oh, you don't. You just have. On Bennett? Do you have? I thought you were gonna. You just have 2 ships. You don't have a ship that's gonna disperse a fighter.
Nope. I have PFs instead of fighters.
Gotcha.
They're basically big fighters.
Gotcha.
Really
Single
big
PF,
fighters, but yeah.
correct?
Yeah, singular PF.
Singular PF per side. So he'll
so
have
I see.
his raider,
I have
his
2
attack
in
raider.
total, 1 for each battle.
Yeah. So it's like a big fighter, but I utilized a Lyran PF during one of our fights early on, and it's a small ship similar to. It's got its own SSD.
Yeah, it's just hanging from your ship at the beginning.
Yeah,
Mhm.
attached via tractor.
And you can bet I rewatched your Lyran gameplay at least 5 times.
Well, thank you for the views on YouTube. I do appreciate that.
Of course.
Those of you who are watching at home, you'll see Stream Elements drop some information out there for our Discord. You're welcome to join our Discord, and we stream 4 times a week or 4 days a week. We do this every other Tuesday. On the off Tuesdays, we play our 5th edition D&D game called Bloodstone. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we play different variations of League of Legends. We invite you to come and play with us if you enjoy those kinds of things, or come spectate if you aren't a player of those games. But if you are interested in playing alongside our little cadre here, our group, join our Discord. We appreciate the follow already. Join the Discord. And come in and say hello. And if you're interested in playing these games and you want to learn how to play Starfleet battles, that's kind of what this is about. I have taught Bennett and Olives to play this game basically from scratch over the course of the last year and some change. We are bringing up some additional new players, and if you want to learn to play, you are always welcome to come in and join us. We'll find a way to teach you how to play our game. But I guess if there are no other questions, no further ado or gilding of the lily, we should go ahead and get started. I need to check to make sure that I have everything squared away on energy allocation, and I do. And if you guys are the same, if you're all ready to roll, then we will proceed with turn 1.
Let's see. Can I get nameplates on my ships?
You absolutely can.
Thank you.
This is the silver coin and the old chariot. Do you have names for your PFs as well?
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I
Fantastic.
love naming my ships. It's my favorite part.
Arrow 12 and Candle 4. Olives, you didn't put
I
on
didn't
names.
No, I didn't name them.
So he's red and purple today. The USS red and the USS purple.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it. Well, my ships are also named. They are the Shock and the Awe. A little misfortune humor for you there, since I'm a misfortune man. And, okay. So then if we are all ready to roll, then we'll start with speeds. My ships are moving speed 8 to begin with.
My ships are moving. Do they start in that position that you have them laid down?
You can place them as long as they're on that kind of area. You can put them in whatever configuration you like.
So I'm into purple and blue. I'll just switch this like this. Okay. I am moving speed 20.
20. Okay, speed is life. And Olives?
Well, I mean,
and I am not
now
double.
I'm moving 23.
23. All right, the Fed's coming out of the gate hot.
I like to move fast.
He likes to go fast.
I don't leave a lot of the other options that they.
USS Ricky, USS Bobby.
I wasn't expecting speed 8. Let's put it that way. But I don't know how much. I don't know how much power. I guess I should have looked at your.
Cloak is better at low speeds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not
distance and low speed.
Cloak right out the gate, but
yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, then we will go ahead and begin with turn 1, impulse 1. Before we start with the movement chart, we should apportion any electronic warfare that is currently active.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I have 2 ECM on both.
Yeah, that's your passive.
That's defensive, yeah. Oh,
Nice.
And I also have 2 on my passive.
Yeah,
Good
you have passive.
catch. So I have 4 total.
Fantastic.
I've got 2 and 2.
to ECM to ECCM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Both of my ships are running 6 ECM currently.
Gross.
So for our viewers, ECM and ECCM, these are electronic warfare, electronic countermeasures, and countermeasures. They make the dice rolling for firing weapons either harder or easier, depending on who has more of what. Countermeasures makes you harder to hit, and countermeasures makes it so that you can burn through existing countermeasures and make your targets easier to hit. So this is turn-based. We are going to be moving. We'll go through 32 impulses in the first turn. Our movements are determined by a speed chart based on the equal disposition of the number of moves throughout those 32 impulses. And we have a little handy-dandy chart right here that's going to show you who moves on each individual turn and impulse. So,
quick rules clarification.
Sure.
So let's say, hypothetically, let's say that we're all flying around the map or whatever, and your red ship hits a mine laid by one of my ships.
You should always, whenever you're laying mines, you need to make sure that you mark who laid it, because purple mines cannot be hit by any but purple ships.
Okay.
Go.
And
I assume that's the same thing for like ship explosions and such?
Correct. Yeah. For all intents and purposes, until specified otherwise, this is 3 separate battles happening in 3 separate universes.
Until one ship dies.
Until one ship dies, and then there's weird shit that happens with the space, the fabric of space and time. Yeah.
Doc Brown gets involved.
Doc Brown. 1.21 gigawatts! That was terrible. I apologize for that.
That went way over my head.
Oh, wow. I forget you're so young. You're such a pup. Oh,
I am.
You'll have some homework for some additional homework after this stream.
I've already started the old Stargate series this week. So.
Wow.
I can point you in the direction of an album that by No More Kings that will get you all caught up. Everything you need to know.
I see.
All right. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and start with Impulse 1. As with every single Impulse 1 of every single turn, no one moves except for Speed 32s, meaning none of us. So we will progress then to Activity Phase. And I am activating my cloaking device.
So now, but you don't. We're able to still see you move when you're cloaked.
Yes.
How
No,
does
we're
that
not.
work?
We're not utilizing the optional rules. Now, there are optional rules in the game that would allow for hidden placement, but until we have a way to manage that through the tools that we're using,
a flicker of light or something that still could tell you what.
your ship sensors can still give you a general idea of where I'm supposed to be, even if your scanners can't actually find me to shoot at me.
Good. That makes it easier.
Yeah,
It would have been cool if we didn't know where you were, but still.
And we'll do that someday. We absolutely will, because I love those kinds of sub-hunting games. And in fact, I'm hopeful once we have the technology to do it, and I mean once Superluminal is up and running, we will have a cloak on cloak battle to where nobody knows where anybody else is.
Oh, brother.
That would be, you sunk my battleship, sort of.
Do Romulan minesweepers have cloaking devices?
They do. Cloaked mining is a thing.
I'm going to be doing that one.
We're going to be doing that one.
Knowing my mine history, all this will just deftly fly around all the mines he didn't know were there.
Yeah.
Alright, so yes, Impulse 1, I am activating cloaking device on both ships.
Right.
Oh, 1-1.
And for whatever it's worth, my engines are not overcharged or whatever that's called.
Yeah, that would be something you have to announce. I think
They
actually
are standard.
I think you actually have to announce that during energy allocation. Technically. Either way. we'll move on to Impulse 2. And Impulse 2 has 20s, 23s.
I don't like this 23 business. We. All right.
Impulse.
We're pretty far away.
Pretty far away to start off
I
with.
guess that's divided by 2, though. So that's, yeah. Theoretically, but you're going pretty
Well,
slow.
you're assuming I'm flying towards you.
True.
Okay.
Impulse 3, 23s only. Impulse 4, 20s and 8s.
I hate to slow roll my second turn, but this is... I am just not sure how I'm gonna run this. By the way, would I have to announce the I can't think.
The PF.
The
speed?
e-warfare of my PFs.
Unless they are lending EW to someone else, or they are separate entities and thus
Okay.
generate their own, then no.
Okay. Okay, that's not what I want to do, computer. My technology is not cooperating. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna turn.
Oh, fabulous. We've already got him on the run, Captain. I like it. All right. Impulse 5, 20s and 23s. I'm gonna feel like an absolute heel if the answer to this question is yes, but we don't have anybody who is colorblind currently playing, correct? You understand, Bennett, you understand that the blue ship that you're facing is over here and that the purple ship you're facing is over there.
They're going
Okay.
the opposite direction from their opponents. Yeah.
That is I wanted to
by
make
design.
sure. If souls were here, I would have intentionally put a blue and a green ship so that he would be confused.
Yeah.
But I don't want that for you, gentlemen. All right.
Nope.
Impulse 6. 23s. We don't have any 6s currently on the board. But if we had...
I don't know.
Gonna get center line with that mauler and then just drive right into us.
Yeah.
Come and get it. My ships are fully cloaked. And at this speed and at this range, there's virtually no chance that you have a lock on.
That's what okay. That is one question I asked Bennett earlier on. Is how does I was unclear when I read those rules. How does the original lock on even happen in the first place?
So we hand wave the original lock on roll at the beginning of each turn because unless there is a good reason for you to roll it, it's essentially rolling dice for the sake of rolling dice. Mm-hmm. But technically, based on the order of operations for the game, at the beginning of each turn, you roll to see if you have a lock on, and that is essentially you are rolling against the your sensor. Your sensor.
That makes more sense. That makes
Yeah.
more sense. Yeah. But we that's what Bennett was trying to tell me. We just say that we're ready to go all the time. But
Yeah,
when there's a clone
And-
ship involved, you have to
correct.
establish one.
I
Correct.
might have missed this, but I feel like I read in the Mauler rules that it's a 2 to 12 to hit on a D12 or on a 2D6. Which
That
means ECM can't affect it.
that is actually true. Yeah, so that's another thing that we tend to hand wave, that because it's you roll 2d6 and you have to get between a 2 and a 12. It is possible, yes, it is possible to miss with a Mauler with a high enough EM shift. That is correct. Or EW shift.
Or or a traitorous enough weapons officer.
Or a traitorous weapons officer, correct. Thank you for that reminder, Bennett. That was something that I had glossed over.
I read that, but I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Then we will progress then to the following impulses, which is impulse 7, 20s and 23s.
Oh, disaster strikes. I just spilled water all over my desk.
Oh no.
Great. Alright, well, it didn't get any paper or electronics, it just made a mess. So
Oh no.
I'm gonna move my ships, and then I am going to...
Yeah, take your time. We're not in a hurry here.
2 minutes to go clean that up. Slip. Alright. Give me a minute.
I can entertain any additional questions that the viewers might have, or that Olives might have, or I can talk about nothing at all.
I don't think I have any questions. I have somewhat of a strategy on how to handle our battle, and zero idea how I'm going to handle whatever the hell Bennett's got going on.
Okay.
The fact that he's flying away from me is just like...
it's interesting. I'm a little bumfuzzled by that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
But as with everything that Bennett does, there's a reason. It may not be a great reason, but there's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks it's a good reason.
And you can stay cloaked as long as you want to. You just can't uncloak more than once per turn, and can't fade in more than once per turn.
Correct. I think that there is a limit on the number of consecutive impulses that you can stay cloaked, but I don't think that will come into
like 40
effect
or something
here.
like that.
Yeah,
Like
it's a long time. While we have the moment to look, I'll go and check on that.
Can you fire while fading in?
No, I have
You have to be
I have to be
completely up.
completely back before I can lock on and fire. My
That's
fire
5
control
minutes.
is turned off during the time that I'm cloaked.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's 5 impulses
You
from the
can be
time that I
fired
say.
upon once you start fading in.
What's that?
You can start once you start fading in, you can be fired upon.
Correct. Well, I can be fired upon at any time.
That's right, but the lock on is what it's the. I'll just miss everything.
Yeah, you can
No
immediately lock onto
no
me.
factor.
Right.
All right.
Now, you lock onto me. You get a lock on the second that I begin to fade back in. But then there's I'm still under the effects of the cloak until I'm fully faded back in.
Yeah.
So
Here's the deal. Why don't you let me get in behind your ship in the same hex you're in?
Yeah. Yeah,
and then you'll APT and then blast me right in the face.
I'm going to say I'm down with that. If that's what you want to do. You want to go to range 0? I'll, with overloaded photons, I'm okay with that. Range 1 with overloaded photons, I'm okay with that too. Bring it on.
I am back.
Fabulox. All right. Well, then we will continue with Impulse 8 now that Bennett has returned.
Oh, your batteries work just like every other battery too, right?
Correct. I can use that battery energy for other things than just Mauler.
Yeah, you're pretty dangerous to get next to, basically.
Yes, very.
Cool.
And
All
I'm
right.
playing against a Fed who wants to get in close.
All I want to do. It makes my job.
Well,
fairly
I
easy.
also have a bunch of photons, so...
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
For Impulse 8s, we have 20s and 8s.
I was very tempted to run some hydrogen weapons, but
Yeah, I'll
I couldn't
be right
bring
back.
myself to do it.
Be right back.
Sure. We were, while you were gone, Bennett, we were discussing the longevity of the cloaking device and whether or not it's possible to, if you can stay cloaked for a long period of time. And I believe that there is no limit, or if there is a limit in the number of impulses, consecutive impulses that you can stay cloaked, it is so egregiously long that it doesn't matter. Considering that you could technically enter a scenario cloaked. I seem to think that it's possible I could just stay cloaked forever, for all intents and purposes of the scenario.
I'm back.
So I might have made a mistake. Can I?
Yeah. Can you trail off?
Speed change.
Speed change.
Like a mid-turn speed change for my PF. The turn I deploy the PF.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't make a mistake.
Yep. Thanks for
I got really scared there for a moment.
Thanks for bringing that up, or for answering Olive's. Cody, the Bennett's ships are up here with the red icons. Olive's ships are over here with the light blue icons, and I have the black icons here in the bottom right hand.
All right. Then Silver Coin will be deploying Candle 4.
All right.
He has to move those still, I think. Yeah, and then on this turn, mid-turn speed change for that, Candle 4 will be going speed 20 as well.
Okay, I don't have to add anything.
Candle 4 has 6 points of ECM.
Okay.
So
fantastic. Great.
Range
all
one
right.
it is.
Range 1 it is. Candle 4 is on the map.
4 photons are better than 3.
And Cody, in case...
3... Oh, sorry.
Finish your thought.
I was going to say, how about 3 photons and 3 disruptors?
In case you missed, Cody,
That's going to be a bitch to recharge them all, but...
Yes. The initial discussion, or the initial explanation, each of our ships have these colored dots that denote who their target is. So only blue ships can fight, only red ships can fight, and only purple ships can fight. So these are 3 separate duels. Dotted ships, yeah. Blue dot ship must fight the blue dotted ship. The red dotted ship must fight the red dotted ship, and so on and so forth. And that's Impulse 8. So we'll move on to Impulse 9. 23s only. Big Fed coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
All right. Impulse 10. Excuse me.
I think this is an irrational thought, but I'm almost as scared of the Maulers as I am of the Phaser 4s. In fact, I know that's an irrational thought, but it's...
Give it time.
They're big spooky guys.
They are big spooky guys. They are 100% big spooky guys. They're so versatile, too. That's the crazy thing. It's like, for all of their limits, they are extremely versatile.
Well, I'm glad I didn't play my drone fleet. I was going to do a Kazini carrier.
For Impulse 10, it's 20s and 23s. Did we get that?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
20s. Okay.
For Impulse 11, nobody moves.
Yeah.
For Impulse 12, everybody moves.
I need some real fancy flying here.
Whereas my ships have moved in a straight line. And continue to move in a straight line. Very slowly. Cloak is no joke. It costs 20 points of power
Yeah,
to
it
cloak
does.
one of these ships. Doesn't leave a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Impulse 13. 20s and 23s.
Oh, I don't want to do that, though. I guess we'll do this. Oh, and I have to move blue ship. Alright.
All right. Impulse 14. 23s only.
I know
Here
it's
he
moved.
comes.
I did it the wrong way. Right?
You turn and then move. You would be correct in that.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, high energy turn is the other way.
I haven't been marking your turns, Bennett. That's on me, but I will start doing that if you don't.
Oh, yeah, I should do that. I have both turns here. Up in action.
Impulse
So I will
15.
start working those, though.
20s only.
Let's try this.
All right. Impulse 16. And if anybody's wondering why I give the so much time between impulse calls, is number one, it takes a while for everybody to decide what they're going to do, but then I'm giving everybody the opportunity to decide if they want to do other things post movement or before the turn ends, the impulse ends.
Yep.
Impulse 16. Everybody moves.
All right. See, I'd really like.
A shuttle.
Okay. I'd really like Olives to be the guinea pig for these laser beam gun mauler things.
Well, he is closer.
I think he will end up being that guinea pig, so I think I'll just move forward. I'll turn next time.
Platypus Gaming, welcome to the channel. He's probably in the middle of ads, so he hasn't got the he or she hasn't got the greeting, but welcome in anyway. All right, everybody good?
Yep.
I'm gonna drop a blue dot, or sorry, a purple dot on your shuttle there, Olives.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a purple shuttle. Olives, we can't be doing that. That's illegal, you know.
Impulse 17, and that shuttle's moving at speed 6, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Impulse 17, 23s only.
I have an idea.
Platypus is gone.
I think it's a very bad idea. But I kind of want to try it. Okay.
That's what I said at the beginning when we were deciding on this three-way dance. I have a very bad idea, but I want to try it. Impulse
Well,
18.
I almost brought like a small like 70 or I think it was like a 79 point ship so I could bring 2 PF. So then I decided that was how to lose guaranteed every time. So I thought 1 would be enough. Anyways.
Impulse 18 is 20s only.
Okay.
Impulse 19 is 23s only.
Alright.
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 Impulse 20. Everybody except for 6s.
I did get bailed out by weapon status 3.
It does help with
Yes.
photons and
Yes, it does help when you have
Drone
more
races.
weapons than you do power.
if it takes you 10 turns to get them all charged up, you still have them all charged up.
Yeah, I really don't want to have to double my engines to recharge my guns, but like on some of these I kind of have to. It's really this is really just a one-time haymaker fleet, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Just yeah, the pie in the sky build.
Yeah.
Impulse 21, 20s and 23s move.
I just slipped. It looked kind of weird.
I caught that.
Oh, you know what? Let me. I think these are. I'm like 90% sure these are the Disruptor 22 range. By the way.
Understood.
Sorry about that. I think that's whatever one is base. I don't have points to spare to make them better. I'm pretty sure that's 22.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we're nearing 3/4 turn with Impulse 22 with 6s only.
Get in the game.
He's in the game. What is that, an EA thing?
It's a
EA,
Disruptor 22.
get in the game.
What does EA even do nowadays?
They make college football game and Madden and
And attract lawsuits.
Yeah, okay, but do that. Yeah, there you go.
they make a lot of money still.
They make a lot of money.
Not
No
as
doubt.
much as they used to, I guess.
Madden by itself, probably. And the college football game, I think, was huge. this
Yeah,
year.
the college football game was a big success for them, I think.
Impulse 23 is 20s and 23s. Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought? What is the move here? Well, my front shield can tank.
Yes, it can.
But not a. Can tank a full range Mauler. Mistake by me. But it can't take. You can take a full and a. Yeah, it can't take a 0 to 1 Mauler. Mistake by me.
That's a pretty big mistake.
But I
Let's
can
be
drop 3
honest.
batteries and reinforce.
You have 36 on that shield one.
Yeah. I can get a little aggressive.
It's a lot of points.
Still want to respect it though. Respect
Wise.
the captain.
Well, we'll see about that. I am on quite the losing streak, if you don't recall.
Yeah, so am
Um,
I. After he shoved me into my own bomb last Thursday or Wednesday.
He's crafty.
He
Yeah,
is.
that was impulse 24 right there.
This is impulse 24, and that will be everyone except for 6s.
Okay. Scatter City.
Scatter City.
Can you purple those? You don't
I
have to make
absolutely can.
You don't have to make 6 of them. Just
So wait, so we move again right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be your 16th move, I would imagine. 15th
That
move.
sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed 32 drones are illegal.
And I'm putting an X on your shuttle to show that it has been expended. It's still there, but it's expended.
How am I gonna shoot those? I do not know.
photons.
Yeah, that's a real funny joke there, Mister.
I hate though when you drop that shuttle, you think it's all good, then you realize it didn't move for 4.
It didn't get to move a lot.
It's sat where it was. 32 was made it an easier decision though.
Yeah. All right. Impulse 25. We have 32s on the board, so I will be calling, hey, what do you know? 32s are the only ones that move on Impulse 25. Look at us go.
How long does it take to re-raise a shield?
8 impulses.
Ugh,
Once the shield is down, it is down for
That's-
8 full impulses.
okay. Candle 4 will be lowering its shield. 6? 2? 2. This shield.
Okay. I am...
And no, it will not. Never mind. I can't count. It will not. Nothing happens.
But he's also you also got 6 ECM on that thing, right?
I do.
Okay.
And
I
one
am-
transporter bomb.
confirming, 1/4 turn, which is 8 impulses. Okay.
Yep.
I had a
Not
doubt,
doing it. Not doing it.
but he's not doing it
Nope.
anyway, so it doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm not. I can't count my things. Engineer, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
You lower the shield to transport the engineer out of space.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Impulse 26. 20 and 23. And obviously 32s. Oh, he's turning into it. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm gonna drop another drone. Can you make me?
Can you move that turn to the back there, Ponies?
Yes, I will.
That turn marker.
You should have the ability to do so, but
I should.
right click, maybe not.
Yeah, I right click on it and nothing comes up.
To back. There you go.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Oh. Oh, you have drones on that thing? Of course you do. You have 2 of them. Gross, gross, gross. I am in trouble. Okay.
Point of order. How many drones are in the first stack?
6.
And so can you control more drones if you're launching them?
That's a good point.
Does he have the text? He does not. So he cannot.
Then 1 dies, right?
Who would? How many are you launching?
Well, I already thought I was launching 6, so I'll lose control of
Well, no, I mean like how many are you launching from the front?
1.
Just one. So
One, then yeah, one would die.
you'd lose
Yeah.
one
I'm
from
okay
the
with
back.
you just taking it back if you want, but
No, I don't want to.
He wants him closer.
honorable man. He always does this to me, and it feels so bad when I lose, even when he does this.
He thinks
It's
he wants you to think that he's making mistakes, but it's so you underestimate what's coming behind it.
yeah, I know it.
I know the way that
Okay.
this man works.
Hold on. So if I were to drop this shield, where could I? What's the? It's what, that 60-degree arc or whatever.
It's close to that. Let me pull up the chart just
Be
so
like this.
it's extremely clear to everyone. So on the transporters, where is transporters? That is not as is in ship systems. Oh, well, hell. It's effectively move, slip, move, slip. and that's what you can get. So
Okay.
basically, if you drop this one,
Move, slip,
move,
move, slip.
yeah, that's your arc.
Is that doable? No. Okay. Nothing for me.
Okay. Let me remove the rule book. There we go.
Do I want to? I don't know.
And we will call it, Bennett.
Nothing.
Okay. Impulse 27. 23s, 32s, and of course 6s are defunct. So 23s and 32s.
Is there a reason this turn is marked blue? Turn token? Because I only have one turn token.
No, it is the maybe
Under candle 4 here.
yeah. Let me make you another one.
Okay.
That is purple. There we
Sounds
go.
good. This guy was like up here or something. I don't know. He has his turn back.
There
And
you
he's
go.
gonna be going straight for a good while longer. All right.
You'll love to hear it. All right.
All right.
On to 27 or 28 then. 28 end of turn imminent. Everyone moves minus the 6s who are no longer moving. We got us a fight on our hands, boys. We got us a fight on our hands.
Everybody moves.
This is gonna become real scrappy real fast.
Yep. Here we go.
All right, hold on. Olives, what's your warfare looking like?
2.
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Oh, gross. So we're at shift 1, which means we are within missing potential, and I don't like missing. All right, nothing from me.
Olives?
Nothing from me. Anything from you, Olives?
Nope.
Okay. Impulse 29.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
20s and 32s.
Okay. Ooh. Now here comes decisions.
What's the ECM on your big raider?
4 defense, so it's brought
Shift of
down
1,
to 2, so shift of 1 in my favor.
Mm.
We both have a shift of 1 on each other.
Yeah.
And this guy has a shift of 2 on you.
Yeah, that guy's pretty nasty.
Red has joined.
Well, things are happening this turn.
Okay.
I'm just not sure what yet.
All right.
How
Take your time.
long does it take a transporter bomb to set up?
2 impulses. So the impulse after the impulse. Let me rephrase that. 2 impulses after it is laid, it is active, but it cannot be set off until the 3rd impulse.
Okay. Okay. And there's only one thing here, and drones move after everything, right?
Drones move. Yeah, drones effectively move last.
Oh, I'm gonna need some real fancy flying here. I really overcooked this. It's all my fleet is cooked beyond recognition. It's burnt.
I think you're
I don't
cooked.
like this.
Chat. I think
I
we're
do
cooked.
too. Yeah, I think I'm very cooked, chat. All right. I said things were happening, but I lied.
Yeah. Nothing here.
Nothing's happening.
Oh, it is the Klingon standoff, boys and girls.
Yeah.
It's a Klingon standoff. All right.
Someone
Here.
get the good, the bad, the ugly soundtrack going.
Ooh,
Wah wah wah.
All right. Moving on.
Oh no. Okay.
Impulse
Well, we'll see how
30.
this goes.
23s and 32s.
Oh, okay. We're set. We're set.
Basher, we're set.
Okay. What are we looking at here?
So scurry. So scurry.
1 to 5, right? Oh no, it's 1 to 4 because of the thing. Oh, I minimized the hole.
This is going to get good here in just a second.
I mean, this is the magic number, right? 1 to 4.
I'm holding my breath, guys.
Okay, let me pull up one more chart.
This is the sweet spot for photons. It does not get better
It
than
is.
this.
Well, the ECM.
Well, it does,
but
Well, okay, so let me rephrase that. It does not get better without trade-offs.
Yeah.
Recall overload feedback.
So
Yep.
I'm
I am
I'm fired.
shooting.
I'm
I'm
fired.
shooting. Yeah.
Yes! All right, let's make it happen, boys.
All right. I have a lot of shooties happening here from both ships.
Mhm.
One of my range 3 with my thing, with my PF.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
I don't have UIM
Correct.
because I didn't pay for it because I have no points. Okay. All systems go. Every gun I got.
Same.
All right.
Alpha strikes all around. You get an alpha strike, and you get an alpha strike.
I guess I've got 2 targets though.
Oh, okay.
I
Great.
got to decide where to allocate
Yeah,
because I got to kill both the ships, right?
you do.
Yeah.
Mhm. So
You
I
want,
have.
You want to look at SSDs?
I'm looking at them. I got them printed off.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, sweet.
We're saved. Okay. I have a phaser 3 going at that drone too.
Okay.
Range 2. Yeah. I got a phaser 3 going at that drone. Actually, do I? No, I don't. What are shields for if not to tank drones? Okay, I have 3 overloaded photons. I have how many phaser 1s? 4 phaser 1s on 1 volley from the AR.
Mm-hmm.
And from the PF, I have 3 overloaded disruptors and a singular phaser 1 going towards the ship.
Fantastic. And olives?
I'm going 4 overloaded photons at the Raider.
Silver coin.
Silver coin, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as well as 2 phaser 1s.
Okay.
And then I'm throwing 6 phaser 1s at
I like it.
the candle.
At the candle.
All right. I have written a post-it note to myself. Remember to use your batteries. So I am dropping all my because I always forget.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I am dropping 2 batteries on my reinforcing the front shield on the PF and 4 batteries reinforcing the front shield on the AR.
Great.
There we go. And yeah, I don't think I have any normal reinforcements. I do not. All right.
Okay. So let's start with the PF. The Candle
Alright.
4.
Flash. Okay, phaser 1. What do I need for the
I got
phaser 1?
Yeah.
What do I need for this?
Shift of 1, right?
There's a shift
yeah,
of
it's
1.
a shift of 1, so I need a 1 to 3. I don't like my 50-50s. Coin flips are scary. This is why I don't play jungle. Okay. Disruptor, miss.
Don't miss mine.
Miss. I missed my... Okay.
Did all the
Nope.
disruptors miss?
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Yeesh.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
4 damage to that shield.
4 damage to shield 1. Okay.
Mhm.
We will apply that. That is on purple. Okay.
Yep.
And all right. So 4 points of damage onto purple. That has been applied.
All right. What's next?
Let's go ahead and do the Raider. Silver coin.
All right. 4 phasers. So I'll do phasers first. Okay. 1, 4, 4. That's not good. So 2, 5, 5.
And a 6 on the
and
next
1
column.
over. Yeah. That's range 2, right?
Correct. That's correct.
So 6, 14. Oh, it doesn't change. 17 on the
17.
phasers.
All right.
All right.
Now for the overloads.
Don't be a traitor, son of a bitch. This is the real scary part.
Rolling dice.
So what do you need
Yeah.
for these?
I'm looking right
Overloaded
now.
range 2, 1 to 5, so 1 to 4.
So 1 to 4.
Yep.
All right. 1,
That is a hit. That is a hit.
2 hits. Okay. So 17 plus
32. That's 49.
49. Okay, we take those.
All right. So that'll be
Not
49
as
points
much
of
as I would've
damage
liked, but-
on to the 32-point front shield, which means it's 17 that
Yep.
goes in. Unless,
32,
Oliver, are you doing
and
it?
then did you count?
Four
Did you count the 4 from
Yeah, 4
Candle?
hard to hit, so
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yes, you did.
I'm sorry, say that again, Alice.
well, I had to make sure you had the 4.
Yeah, so it's a 36
Yeah, it's
point
a
front
36
shield,
shield.
minus
Yeah,
the 4. So 17 still, unless you're dropping batteries.
I'm not.
Not. Okay.
Not. Okay. All right.
Okay, let
You're up,
me.
Olives. Oh no. Internals.
We'll
Would you like to
uh,
roll them, or should I?
we will apply the internals after we've rolled the rest of the damage. So
Oh, okay, I'll do that. That's
I'm just putting the shield damage down, and I'm marking 17 for the Fed.
Mhm.
All right. Then, Olives, you can go ahead and why don't you fire the 6 phaser ones at the PF first?
Okay.
Or you said 6 phaser ones at the PF.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. And that's also at a shift.
A shift of 1.
A shift of 1. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Shift of 2, right?
Shift 2, yeah, because you got 6.
Yeah, shift of 2.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah. So
So
Shift of
range
2,
two,
range 3.
shift of 2. So I need low.
yeah, you
Yes.
definitely went low.
It works.
It's a hit.
4, 6.
7. 11. 16. 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more.
So 21.
Ah.
22. Oh no, that's a 21. 21 total.
Okay. That is a 15 shield plus 2, 17. So
That'll be 4
4
going.
internals.
Oh, 4 internals, yeah.
All right, and that's on purple.
That's not
So-
too bad.
Not bad at all.
Gotta try to hit
So
a
12,
torp.
12-point front shield.
Plus
Did I get the wrong SSD? Did you pay for
I'm
the
using the
leader? You
Yeah, I
did pay for the leader?
leader.
Okay.
I did.
That's my mistake. Okay, then I will we'll apply the damage. The only real difference is the transporter and the extra shielding
impulse.
and the extra impulse. So we'll just keep that in mind as we're going.
Yep.
Okay. Then we've got, you said 4 go in then off of that?
Yep.
Okay. Then
That's my count.
yeah, I don't have the correct SSD for the PF leader, so I have that incorrect. But okay, so I'll take your word for it. It's four that go in for the PF. Now we'll roll the 4 overloads and the 2 phaser ones for the raider himself for the silver coin.
All right.
So 1 to 4.
1 to 4 is a hit.
Ah.
That is a miss.
Okay.
That is a hit. That is a miss. That is a hit. That's 32.
Yep.
And 2 phaser ones, which will be only a shift of 1, right?
Correct.
Yep.
And actually from range, yeah, range I see. Yep.
Ooh, a 6 and 1.
Yep, 7.
So that's 9 total.
Uh,
Because you're shifting it down 1 for each.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so that's
2
41.
plus 9 is 41. It's a 30 shield plus 4 reinforcements from my battery.
7 in.
So, yeah,
7 in.
7 in. Not bad.
So 17 internals versus 11 internals. Not terrible.
We take
All right.
those.
We take those. Not terrible for either of you, to be honest. That's pretty good for both of you. All right. So I'm just marking these off, and then we will quickly switch over to. All right. So shield damage has been applied.
Cat.
Go ahead.
There was a Tuesday night a week ago in which these PFs may or may not have been Death Rider PFs. But I decided I was getting too spicy there.
That's fantastic.
But there was a solid 6 hours where they were Death Riders.
Death Riders, for the uninitiated, are PFs that are outfitted as suicide shuttles, or suicide PFs, that are seeking weapons that explode for a lot.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we have 17 internals to apply to the USS Purple.
2.
We rolled a 2 on the first one?
He rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. 2 is a bridge hit, so you got
That's
more
just
than one of those.
shield.
Yeah. 7.
All right. 7 is cargo forward hull. You don't have cargo, so we'll take center hull. Okay.
9.
Left warp engine
9.
is hull.
9.
More hull.
6.
More hull.
6.
Halfway there on the hull.
8.
60% of the hull.
6.
More hull.
2. Oh no.
Flag bridge, which you have on a command cruiser.
Okay. So far so good here. 9.
9 is more hull.
4.
4 is a phaser. You can choose. All bear.
I guess we. Boy, I think take away one of the right side phaser ones.
Right side phaser 1s. You got. Oh, that was not what I wanted.
I'm probably gonna fire those phaser 3s into his down shield.
It's a thought.
Unless he charged an HET and dropped his batteries.
All right. We are currently at 12 hits, so we got 5 to go.
5.
5 is a right warp engine.
3.
3 is a drone.
Okay.
That's what I like to see.
Take rack 2.
I did.
8.
8 is hull. I believe one more.
Oh. 11.
11 is a torpedo.
Yes.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 are 16. Let me recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. One more hit. I miscounted. 4 is a transporter.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right. 2, 3, 4, 5,
I got those
6,
two. I got 3 of those. Okay.
and 9. And you still have one hull left to hit. You're only
I do.
90% hulled.
That wasn't the worst thing.
Not the worst thing in the world.
All right.
All right, so we have 7 points of internals going in on the purple attack raider. So let me switch up. So we have purple attack raider. That's the blue attack raider. So we got to go to this one. All right, blue. Let me make sure that we're saved here. All the damage is applied. There we go. Now 7 internals on the purple attack raider.
Do you want to roll them or should I, Olives?
Keep going.
All right.
I don't trust you. 8.
8 is hull.
Not good.
I don't trust.
4.
4 is phaser.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. The back ones don't bear.
The back ones don't bear, so it's got to be 1 through 4.
Yeah, they all doesn't matter to me.
Well, right side or left side, so
Take 4.
you got it. Whoop, that's not it. That is not where that was intended to go. There we go. All right.
Another 4.
Transporter. 3 hits.
9.
Left warp. It's 4 hits.
7.
Cargo. 5 hits.
8.
Hull. 1 to go.
9.
It's going to be... We've already hit the left warp, so it'll be another hull.
Okay.
So you manage 1 power hit,
Got a
1
phaser.
cargo hit. You're definitely hurting his piracy.
Mhm.
And you got a phaser. Yep. All right. Now we have to switch over to a different table that I don't use often enough to know it by heart. So bear with me a second while I switch over to the PDF table. Or sorry, the PF table.
PDF.
For the PF PDF
Yep.
and damage allocation. Okay, so in this instance, we only roll a single die.
Okay.
So,
D6.
D6. And we have 4 of these to do. All right.
5.
5 is hull.
6.
Also hull.
5.
Also hull. Last time in that category.
6.
6 is weapon B, which would be for an Orion, one of the phaser 3s.
Not a phaser 1.
It says phaser 3 on the. Let me take a look. Yeah, weapon B is considered a phaser 3. So
Gross.
right side or left side?
Right side? Yes, right side.
Right side is hit. Okay. And there we go. We're good. Let me save those to make sure that they are. Oh, I didn't switch over to the other SSD. My mistake. This is what your mostly what your PF looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you fire a phaser 3 at that drone?
I did not.
You were planning on it though, yes?
I was thinking about it, but I did not.
You called that back. Okay, got it.
Yes, I did.
Understood.
Did you save the damage on the thing?
I
B.
thought I
Yeah.
had. I have now.
Perfect.
All damage has been allocated. All right. Then we're ready to move on to the remainder of the turn, I think.
I think so.
All right. Then we'll go to Impulse 31.
All right.
With 20s and 23s and 32s.
All right.
20.
So 20s. Okay. I am announcing a high energy turn.
Shocking.
So move, then turn.
Correct.
Okay. This guy's gonna move like this. Is he? Yeah, he is. Yeah, yes. Okay. Olives, you gonna move your ship?
Yeah. Guess I'll just go right into your hex.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
your drone needs to move. And Olives is gonna get 4 ranged 3 or ranged 0 phaser 3s to his open shield.
Correct.
From me.
do it.
Anything from you, Olives? Besides the drone thing?
No.
Okay, it's drone hitting shield 2.
Drone didn't hit.
Yeah, it did. Oh, it
No.
didn't?
It didn't. It's not going for the main ship.
Oh, then there's gonna be the other phaser 3 at that drone. I thought that was gonna hit. I in my head that already hit. Ignore it. It's gone. Okay. Well, I'll fire the phaser 3 at the drone first.
All right.
5 or 6 it doesn't kill, and I'm in shambles. Let's see. And
the drone lives.
Okay. Phaser 3s.
Times 4.
Yep. Shift of 1, right? So
Mhm.
6, 4, 3, or 6, 5, 4.
3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6.
Yes.
So that's, I count as 14.
Yep.
Let's do it.
14
well,
internals.
4, 4, 4, 12, 15, right?
I'm not
Is
looking at the
range
right
0?
hand. I'm not looking at the. Yep, you're right. That is correct. It's 15. So 15 internals.
Okay.
We will apply these in a slightly different color. So
Did I move Old Chariot this turn?
I would have to check the tapes, but I do not believe you have.
Oh, okay. I'll
And
check really quick.
Olives, you haven't moved red.
I tunnel visioning in on the one fight.
Yes.
Wait, let's see.
All right. We'll transition over to
I have not.
SSDs again. All right. All right. Then we have
5.
Sorry.
Yeah, number 5.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Yeah, my mistake. That is a right warp engine. I didn't realize you were rolling yet.
Oh,
That's
you know
on
what?
me.
You know what? Hold on.
Yes.
I do not have. I messed up my energy allocation. I do not
Oh.
have the energy to do that high energy turn.
Oh, okay. So let's
So-
we call it back.
So let's roll it back. Yeah, roll it back.
Yeah, we call it back. So, all right, back to
I am gonna slip up like this rather than moving forward and turning. So all of you'd be back there. You can do whatever.
yeah. You can redo your move.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I would still go in and fire my phasers as well.
There you go.
Well, I can't fire now.
He
so-
can't fire on him. He can't fire his now, but you definitely can fire into his shield, which you
because you're on
intended
back
to do.
phasers.
Right.
Mhm.
I see. Because phaser 3s can't fire forward. Calling the
His.
ship. Those are rude.
Yeah,
Mine
his.
cannot.
Yeah, I see that. Well, that
All
changes
right.
things.
That does change things
Mhm.
considerably. So, rather than you getting 15 internals, he's about to get some.
Yep.
Yeah, the 2 phaser 3s.
All right, you can go ahead and roll those.
Shift of 1, right, on big guy.
Right, so that's 3
Yep.
and a 4, so 7 internals.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll switch back over to SSDs and pull that guy up again. No, wrong guy. Once again, and we'll apply internals to him instead. So
Yep.
go ahead and call him.
7.
7 is cargo.
9.
Is left warp.
5.
Right warp.
6.
Hull.
9.
Hull.
11.
Torpedo. Bennett did this one.
They're all the same,
It doesn't matter. Okay.
right? Because option mounts, I can't have him hit my like tractor, can I?
No.
They're all the same. They're all
They're
photons.
Yeah. Okay.
One more, right?
Yeah, one more.
8.
8 is the last hull. All right. So that was a little bit more productive.
A little bit.
And all in all, you're now pretty even on the weapons distribution as far as weapons and power distribution. Your hits. So, all right. There we go.
Okay.
We have one more impulse left of this turn. Anything else that you guys are doing?
I
I guess not at this impulse because
You
we've
know
already
what?
done.
Yeah, no, not this impulse, unfortunately.
All right. Then final impulse of the turn. Everyone moves.
Okay, let me just.
That slip.
You just slipped to match me.
No, I was talking
Oh,
about.
The other
What's
one.
going on? Yeah.
Um, 4 at speed 20.
Who would have moved first? Ponies, you?
I'm moving slowest, so yes.
Yeah. Well, I think that would probably change my. That's what I would do.
By all means.
To stay out of your
My arc.
trouble. Not that you can't do that much from 10.
I would. You're in range, but you are not currently within my arc.
Yeah. But here
Alright.
I was, but it wouldn't have been.
I am still cloaked,
No.
so there's nothing that I can do to you at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Yep. I need to move all my stuff. Did you already move all your stuff?
I have moved everything.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm finished as well.
I guess I might as well.
I'm putting
Take the guy how he's.
ninjas on my ships
Yeah.
because they are cloaked.
And then these guys are.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit since our battle seems to have
Closened.
closened, tightened somewhat.
Let's think here. What is the right move here? Be careful. Maybe it's I'm facing this way. Suppose the best I can do is that. I think you got some back. Yeah, you've got some phaser 3s on the flotilla. Did you get fire into me?
Mm-hmm.
And like 8 impulses or something.
I haven't fired any of them yet.
Yeah, the phaser 3s bearing to the rear are still unfired.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, then I think think we would.
Well, let me move
It's not
this here.
fun. We'll just do that.
Okay. Hang on. Let me zoom in. Yeah, you just hit a mine
Oh, sweet.
Right there.
right here.
You mind Fred
Right
Shield?
here.
No, it's on your
Oh,
number 6 shield, but it will take out your drone.
It will.
All right, I will apply 10 points of damage to the number 6 shield of our CC.
Something.
It's something. All right, and just to show.
Okay. Then right here. Is this the rear shield I'd be hitting? Because he's going faster.
He is
Or I guess
moving.
either way, it's the rear
Yeah,
shield, right?
moving. Yeah, you're on the line, and because he
We're
is moving
moving
faster.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be the rear shield.
Okay, let me see that. Let me see this. Yeah, I guess I might as well just shoot those phaser 3s. At range 2, shift 1, 4 phaser 3s. Okay. Why didn't I get these rolls with the disruptors?
2, 2, 3, 6.
So, yeah, 2, 2, 3, 6 is.
That's range 2.
Yep. 4, 8, 12, 1.
13. All right. That's 13 on the rear shield.
Yep.
Wow. Fantastic. Damage is applied. Goes Olives again, using every shield at his disposal. We love it. We love to see it.
Almost got though, but
Almost got. But you're doing okay. You managed.
managed.
Okay.
All right. That is Impulse 32, gentlemen. We are at the end of turn 1. There are no more firing solutions at this time, so it is time for energy reallocation. So, I will put up the SSDs. If you have requests to see anything up close, if you don't have the SSDs in front of you, let me know what you want to see, and I will put it up on the screen. Otherwise, we'll be back in just a few minutes once energy allocation is complete. Don't go away.
Alright. 3 power. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, that's gross.
If you didn't fire overloads the first time, do you have to make a change that the second time, or?
You do not.
No,
So if you're
you're
paying
still holding.
if you're paying 2 points to hold them, you still pay 2 points to hold them the next turn.
Gotcha.
Not that you've got.
As always, Olives has my number.
I don't know. Gonna take some flying to.
What do you mean?
Well, I have an exposed shield, so
See, so do I.
forward arc. So, well,
Both of you are photon ships in with forward arc facing weapons. You both have down front shields. That's you're kind of in the same boat.
yeah.
See, this is why I'm developing that other thing I was telling you about, Olives. Oh, I had an idea. For you, I don't think I've told you yet, Ponies. I decided that I'm gonna try and homebrew a few ships.
Oh yeah.
So I've been running some pretty obscene matrices to try and reverse engineer the point values per box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting. I have one of my math professors help me, and I'm just like, hey, I have this problem. Can you help me with that? It's like, sure. Yeah, I have this 35 by 37 matrice I need to solve. Thanks.
Well, so you've also got to consider whether they're whether the weapon, the firing arcs of the weapons,
Fire arc, and then also the speed of the ship.
Right. Yeah. There's
But
a lot.
I think just I think generally if you have a good idea of what each weapon is kind of worth, you can kind of work from there, and
Yeah.
then you could use the refits to kind of calibrate further.
Right.
But yeah, no, I wanna try and make like a ship that's designed for broadside, that's terrible from the front, but maybe like from one side it's really good or something. I don't know.
So there are simulator races that I have an SSD book for somewhere. I don't know that I have the rules book for them, but I do think that I've got, and I'll look for that while you guys are finishing up here. But they are races that were designed purely for playtest, effectively, and they're called simulator races because they're the races that other empires use in their combat simulators. They're not real in the context of the universe. And I think that they have ships that are set up exactly that way. I'll see if I can find that for you.
Yep. That would be great. Steal some ideas. You know, it's been very interesting because so far I've learned that front shields are and you know, this is all very rough because I haven't factored in nearly everything yet. And I've only been working with Federation ships. But I've learned that front shields are probably about 3 times as valuable as shield 3 and 5. Like for points per box.
Right.
and some interesting stuff like that. Like armor seems to be off the charts in terms of cost.
Yeah.
Not like, I don't know. It's just interesting. If only Amarillo would just give me their books.
If only. Well,
All right, I'm ready.
50 years and Stephen Cole has not deigned to do any such things. So I don't think that's likely to happen.
Yeah, and I was reading that he's shut down all these sites that were making them, like back in
Yeah.
like the 2000s, which was
Yeah.
sad.
I'm ready.
But it's his stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
He has the right. All right.
All right. I did find the book, so Bennett, I'll make sure that you get your hands on that after the session
Yeah,
tonight.
that'd be great. That'd be great.
Fantastic. Then we'll switch back over to our main, and we will prepare for Impulse 1 of turn 2 with speeds. And Bennett, are you doubling engines this time around?
I am not.
No doubling engines. Interesting.
Okay, no change on Old Chariot. Still 20.
Okay.
Silver coin is slowing to 15.
Okay.
The candle is increasing to 27. Candle 4.
All right. Both the shock and awe are strutting around at a massive speed of 8. Once again.
23 on red. Still, and then 14 on purple.
Fantastic. I have 6s on the board as a just in case. Obviously, 32s will stay on the board. So I have 6s, 8s, 14s, 15s, 20s, 23s, and 27s. If that is not you, speak now.
So your purple moving? Your big purple? Bennett?
Big Purple's moving 15, he said.
Silver coin, okay.
Yeah.
And Little Purple, Candle, is moving 27. Very interesting. All right. Then we will...
Disruptors.
Yeah,
So he can recharge and shoot again.
that's truth.
Not that I'm gonna. I'm a friendly, peaceful pirate ship.
Peaceful pirate ship. We love it. All right. Then we will begin with Impulse 1 after we talk about EM. Or, sorry, EW. ECM, ECCM for ships on the board.
I did. I'm still 2 and 2 on on red.
Got it.
But I'm stupid. I went 6 offensive on purple.
All right.
But now I'm moving slower, and it's not really going to matter.
No change for me.
Okay.
Including
no
the
change.
passive, I'm at 4s on the big ships and 6 on the small.
I underestimated how fast you'd be able to go.
Understood. I'm still 6s on both of my ships as well. 6 ECM. We can attempt to regain lock-on to the cloaked ships if you like. That'll require me to bring up a table, so bear with me while I do so.
Yeah, we probably should do that.
Yeah, I imagine you probably want to. Though, sadly, on the regain, reestablish lock, it is significantly harder. So I'm bringing up the formula now. We're looking at this. My cursor isn't visible, but the reacquisition of lock-on in 13.333 is sensor rating, which is 6, minus EW shift, which is 2 for me, so you're down to a 4, minus range factor, which current range factor to your easiest ship is 10, which makes it a 1, so we're down to a 3, plus my speed factor, which is a 1, so we're back up to a 4, minus 10. So you have to roll a -6 or lower So no lock on at this time. But we will be watching that very closely over the course of the next few impulses to see if that changes. If it gets better for you than impossible, then you'll get another shot at it.
It's at the top of each impulse.
That is at the top of each impulse. Yeah, and but it only changes if that number becomes even a possibility.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter for a little bit anyway.
It won't matter for quite a while. Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, then, and it doesn't matter at all for any of the others because Red has the best possible chance, and he's got no chance currently. Okay. Then we will proceed with Impulse 1. And Impulse 1, as always, only 32s move. All right. Impulse 2. 20s, 23s, and 27s. Obviously, also 32s. I'm going to add 32 back to the... Why it auto adds 32 for me on turn 1, but it doesn't doesn't add it again after.
I'm going to do this. Split high energy turn on candle 4.
Okay.
And this guy is going to turn into you like this.
Great.
All right. Nothing further. These 32s need to move to the right.
Yep. Drones need to come in.
That's this impulse too, yeah.
Yep.
All right. I have guns.
Anything that you have
Didn't fire on impulse 28 or whatever.
Yeah, not fired within 8 impulses?
Probably not, actually.
Yeah. All of the alpha striking was done on impulse 30.
Yeah, you're right. All right, nothing then.
Okay. Then impulse 3, as the commander joins us. Commander on the bridge. Oh, that's the wrong button. We already had 32s on the board. On impulse 3, we have 14s, 15s, 23s, 27s, and 32s.
Brother. Okay. Well,
All right.
Oh, this guy needs to move. All right. That's it.
He'll take like 30 of it. He'll tank like 30 of the damage. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I have 40 CM, so...
Yeah, we do have... There will be some potential adjustment on those because of the ECM.
The drone damage, got it.
Yeah. Alright, we'll move on to the next impulse, which is impulse 4. That'll be 32s, 27s, 20s, and 8s.
Can I turn then slip?
No. I mean, you can turn and then slip on the next impulse, but you can't turn and slip at the same time.
I'm sorry. Can I see the SSDs?
Sure. Anything in particular you want to see up close?
This guy's moving to 15, right? So I just need to move into him or what?
Okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's correct. Alice, those drones come in.
Yeah.
And there's 5 there.
Yep.
That's 60 points of damage. Well, potentially. We'll roll for each one, but 60 potential points of damage. Seeking weapons with ECM are a little bit wibbly, so we'll go and check that.
No, I have 6 ECCM.
And you're controlling the drones, so the drones adopt your ECCM. So that resolves that issue. We don't have to look that up. All right, so go back to for a moment, just so we can see what happened. The drones, Olive's 5 drones slammed into the silver coin, and that will be an unmitigated, well, beyond shields, but unmitigated 60 points of damage to the silver coin. That is on the 6th shield. So we'll go back to SSDs. And we'll pull up Mr. Coin.
So half of that's tanked.
Yeah, so 30 on the shield and 30 go in. And let me change colors again.
Oh no, hold on, I might be...
Alright.
Okay. Do you know what page the order of... Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. I need to read some rules.
That is 30 points of damage mitigated by shield. You don't have any batteries to drop, do you, Bennett?
Nope.
I was gonna say don't forget about it. Okay.
I do
All right,
not.
then Olives, you can roll 30 internals.
Oh,
6.
6 is impulse.
9.
Left warp,
5.
right warp.
8.
Would be hull, but you don't have any, so we go to APR.
hey guys, I
Which
need to step away for a minute.
that's fine, Bennett.
Give me a second.
I know he has one of his option mounts set as APR, so I'm putting that, taking that hit. All right.
2.
2 is bridge. 1 and only
7.
is cargo.
6.
6 is impulse.
9.
Is cargo.
8.
Is APR if he had it, but he doesn't, so we go to shuttle.
I do. Option D is APR.
Ah. All right, I'll switch it after this is completed. D
5.
D was APR, E was not, correct, Bennett?
Yes, E was
Yeah,
mech.
I marked E as the APR.
It's okay.
It doesn't particularly matter. D is your mech link now.
Yep.
What was that last one, Alice? I'm not looking at the
5.
5 is also cargo. Okay.
8.
Is shuttle.
9.
Is the last cargo hit.
11.
Is another torpedo. Whoops. Line quality is not so great. All right.
6.
6 is the last impulse.
10.
Is a phaser. Bennett, do you want one of the 3s in the back or one of the phaser ones in the front that bear?
3s.
5, 6, 7, 8. Actually,
5.
5 or 6.
5.
Okay.
8.
Is shuttle.
7.
Is battery.
6.
is now lab.
4.
Is another phaser. The 3 again.
Oh yeah, asking Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett.
Yeah, that's fine.
11.
Is another phaser. So we'll take one of the forward phaser ones.
7.
Is battery.
9.
Is battery.
7.
Is the final battery. And let me do a count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 7 to go.
10.
The tractor.
8.
Final shuttle.
10.
Is a left warp engine.
10.
Left warp engine.
7.
Is we're getting across here. Center warp shuttle APR lab. 2 hits remaining.
7.
Is the final phaser that bears. Well, he's got one more phaser that bears. My mistake. This one we can hit again. 1 remaining hit.
6.
Is left warp engine. Okay. Woof. That is significant damage on the silver coin. Looking a little tarnished there at this point. All right. We will continue with Impulse 5, I suppose. Impulse 5 is 14s, 15s, 20s, 23s, 27s, and 32s.
It's a lot of numbers.
A lot of speeds. A lot of ships moving different speeds.
Hey, what's the turn mode on these things? Oh, right here. AA. Perfect.
I'm going to do a little bit of adjustment on the map again because we're starting to move around a little bit more. So do a little bit of a zoom out here. Got a little bit more space to fly.
I think. Oh, you have to come back up first. Okay, I shouldn't be so scared.
But you are.
You can't just Teemo me. Just appear and fire a mauler out of nowhere. Yeah.
All right. I'm moving really slow, Olives. You should be able to get around me and go on by.
And do pretty much whatever I want. You'd think, but still, getting close to you is still dangerous because you can.
So scary.
You can drop. You have so much versatility, like you said, to just be where you want to be, firing arc wise.
Is that? Did we finish everybody on Impulse?
Ready,
Impulse 5? Okay. Then Impulse 6 is 23s, 27s, and 32s. We don't have any 32s left.
Is it Impulse 6?
Correct.
23s, 27s, 32s.
Who's moving 23?
I'm sorry?
Red.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brad over here.
can't see my. Oh, I got some left on that.
Can't believe I'm actually asking myself this question, but what is my turn mode? Not that it matters at the moment.
Hang on.
Take all the time you need. We're not in a hurry. Okay, good.
Okay. What's your ECM, Olives?
None.
No. Okay. All right. I'm good.
Everybody good to go for Impulse 7?
Yes.
Impulse 7. 14s, 15s, 20s, 23s. Old Chariot's moving in. Take a shot at Purple's backside.
14s, 15s. What do I want to do with this guy? Let's think. Shouldn't be that hard to think. My front shield's down. My left shield is pretty much damaged. My back shield is halved. I will, drop batteries and HET.
So that would come into effect after your move,
Yeah.
if you move this turn, and you do.
Do.
Yeah.
And I think I want to do that. Maybe. I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Nice move.
You plan on being there or something?
No, I plan on being right here.
Everybody completed their moves for the turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna. That's okay. Yeah.
Good?
Well, yeah, I think I'm good.
We're going to move on to Impulse 8 then. One of the rare impulses the Ponies gets to move. That's 8s, 20s, and 27s, for the record.
Alrighty. Here comes arrow 12.
Straight into the shock of his life. His very short life.
It's low first, right?
Low first. Yes.
Yep. But you can do olives.
I'm 14, so I can't do anything about it.
This guy's 14?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I might have just cooked myself. I didn't think about that. It didn't matter. You were gonna catch me no matter what. But I think I can still. I have a turn up, so I think I might be able to mitigate some of it.
All right. Anything incoming?
Nope. No guns.
Olives?
No.
Okay. Then we'll move on to Impulse 9.
Sorry, did 15s move there?
15s did not move.
No, yeah. Figured.
Impulse 9. 15s, 23s, 27s.
Mech tractors can work like normal tractors, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. Alright.
All right. Great. All right. Next impulse then, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Impulse
Arrow 12, by the way, on 8. I don't remember if I announced it, but its speed changed to 20.
20. Got it. Understood. Then on impulse 10, we have 14s, 20s, 23s, 27s, 32s.
Alright, Olive's where you turn it.
And then you're going to tuck behind and get my back again. I don't really know what the play is here. I think I'm in some trouble. Yeah. I think I'll just do this. Maybe can I do this?
Mm,
Is that a thing?
It is.
you
Let's
have to
do
move.
that.
Yeah, move there. I like it.
And I'm going to fire.
Yikes. Okay. Then
FH. I don't think he might. I don't think he's quite in my FH, is he?
yeah, FH
Damn.
is your entire forward half.
Oh,
You
right.
know,
Oh, I see.
So
Oh, I
you're-
see the middle of the ship.
left sides
My left
and
side
your
and
forward
my
half.
FH, Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll fire. I'll just fire everything I got into him for 5 phaser. Which phasers did I lose? I just lost my phaser. Right side phaser, right?
Yeah, correct. So that one doesn't bear any.
5 phaser 1s and a phaser 3.
Fantastic. And this is even money because you got 6 ECCM.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's roll them.
He does
There.
get the... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What happened? Oh.
No, you're good.
Let's go. This is range 1.
Correct.
There's the 5 phaser 1s.
Okay.
And a phaser 3.
Okay, hang on. 5, 9, 13, 22, 26. Last one was phaser 3.
Mm-hmm. I count 29.
30.
You counted the 1 as a 9 instead of an 8, so it's
Oh,
29.
that's 8.
Yeah.
That's fine. Do I have enough boxes to survive?
What's the shield like on the PF that you're looking at? I'm counting it as 12.
Like number 5, right?
Yeah. 2, 4, 6,
12.
I'm counting it as 12.
Okay, great. So that means 17 go in.
Plus, you got to look at you got the wrong one up there, right? 2 ponies. If you're looking at the one on your,
Yeah.
he's got a couple extra boxes. Yeah.
Right.
I've
So-
got an
17
extra
still go in, though.
battery, an extra impulse, and a transporter.
Right. So there's three additional boxes that don't show up on this. I need to look at the quick rules for how warp booster packs work, because I think that they take extra hits whenever you start receiving warp hits, if they're in use.
So too.
Oh, I think it's very likely that we get a big boom here, or at least a tiny boom.
Oh no.
But we're gonna go ahead and run the damage, because that's how we do. I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. PF damage allocation. All right, so
Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay.
yeah, sure. Do your thing. I've got to look at rules anyway. All right, so let's see. All right, so I'm pulling this up so we can read it together. PF damage allocation, special chart used for PFs and interceptors. Any hit, including sensor, scanner, damage control, but not on bridge or excess damage, is any. So we have to get rid of all boxes before excess damage hits. So we can count. I'm still not seeing the warp booster pack specials. So let me just quick look. See if I can determine what happens. The warp booster packs. There we go. Increased effective damage. Presence of the blah blah blah. For each damage point on a warp engine carrying a booster pack, roll a die and score a number of damage points on that warp engine equal to the result of the die roll. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so that makes it highly volatile. Every time we hit a warp box, there's a chance that we hit multiple warp boxes. I think that it is very likely that this is an explosion, but we'll go ahead and roll them.
I'm
So
willing to call it an explosion.
you're just willing to call it an explosion and call it good?
Yeah.
I'm also good with that. I assume that once Olives returns, he will also be good with that. So we will fast forward. We'll go ahead and fast forward to that. Beyond that point, I will mark off. Go ahead.
Frankly, it's better for me to call it an explosion. For a few reasons.
Purple goes kaboom. Purple PF. What is the, do you happen to know off the top of your head what the explosion strength is?
Yeah, I'm looking. Give me a second.
Okay.
Folian. No. Yeah, it's you.
Mm. I'm looking for it myself.
It's not there.
It's a lot of pages to look through, try to find all this stuff. Sadly.
PFs have a 5-point suicide bomb included to the explosion strength.
That's right, because you're an Orion.
I am. So where's the master PF chart?
That's what I'm looking for now.
I don't have much left on that shield either.
We're calling it an explosion if you're fine with that.
Oh, because there's so many internals.
Yeah, well, and so because you missed the explanation, anytime that you hit a warp engine, you roll a die and you actually hit that number of warp engine boxes. So chances are very good that 17 is going to be plenty.
Fast forward to the end, and yeah.
Yeah, it's getting.
So my shield 6 is gonna get.
It's gonna take a hit. Damage. Yeah. So.
Here we go.
You find it.
I just pulled up the standalone PF book.
Gotcha.
And... Oh no, this isn't what I'm looking for.
we really should have researched these things ahead of time, but I just didn't.
Well, the last thing you're ever going to really look at though is the
explosion strength.
Stuff,
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess in this kind of scenario, it kind of matters when you're just going to fly up to each other and start shooting.
I guess that's probably also true. All right, bear with me just a second. I'm in the process of pulling up another book just to see if I can find it real quick. Oh, I've got to chew through SSDs too. That's gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's this been for you, Ponies?
Well, I have been enjoying just watching the anticipation build. Yeah, I like watching you guys shoot at each other. That's kind of nice. Orion Brigand explosion strength is 8. A Buccaneer's 13.
13 plus 5, so 18.
Plus 5, 18 points of damage. Okay, so that's gonna hurt. That goes off against your number 6 shield. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Your number 6 shield. 18 will not be enough to collapse it. You'll leave 2 points left on the shield. So we'll go ahead and mark that. As soon as I can find my paint bucket again. There we go. The candle has...
We need candle 5 next, I guess.
Guttered out.
Yeah, because you have another one on your ship, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, just one on each one. Yeah.
One on each ship. Yeah. Oh, hell. I just lost everything. I gotta pull that back up now. Okay, we're back. We're good. All right. Then damage has been applied to purple. Purple, you still have to go after the attack raider.
Yeah.
Before you can then...
20 or 15.
He's moving 15, and you're moving 14?
15.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's make a decision here, guys. It is midnight. I know that everybody has... I mean, it is a work night, so everybody has differing schedules. We can call it here, or we can go to midterm before we call it. It's up to you.
Midturn.
Yeah, I say mid. Let's go midterm.
6 more impulses, not that big a deal.
Let's do that. That's a good compromise. Let's just see what else.
All
that
right.
might set the stage for something else. Who knows?
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, first blood definitely goes to Olives. Congratulations, Olives.
Thank you.
I'm
pretty damaged.
You're pretty damaged. That's true. You taking some hits, but so has the silver coin. You definitely, I think you're firmly in the driver's seat on this one. But that doesn't mean that he can't still hurt you.
Correct.
Let's move on to Impulse 11 then. Impulse 11 means 15s, 27s, 32s, and 6s.
We don't have 27s anymore.
And 27s are off the list. I will remove 27s.
Alright. I think we're ready.
Impulse 12 then will be 8s, 14s, 20s, 23s.
I'm just gonna slip to get out of your way.
Wait, so are you slipping?
No, I'm not. Yeah.
You set off a mine.
Oh no,
Right
that's
here.
not good.
Another mine on the...
On my untarnished shield.
Okay, I'll drop that. Drop the 10 points of damage there then
Forgot
quickly.
about mines. That's
Never, you can't ever forget about the mines.
and the raider dropped both of them so far, right?
The PF has one mine. The
Yeah,
Raider
PF leader has one as well.
And you're not gonna let me know who dropped each one, are you?
No.
Of course not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. So I could hit 3 more at most.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, that's kind of wonky.
Yeah, I'm gonna launch it. I'll launch a drone.
All right.
Gonna move a little faster than. Maybe
Do you
I'll
happen
take some-
to move your 23 down here?
I
Olives?
haven't yet.
Okay.
I'm kind of unsure what the play is. I already slipped, so I guess I just gotta go forward.
Cool.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. See, I've got everybody. I've moved everybody on my side as well. There we go. Impulse. Impulse 13. 15s, 20s, 23s. I need to make sure that I saved that with the additional damage, so that we're reflecting the correct amount of damage on all ships. Uh-oh. He's made his move.
I don't know. This is the plan I laid out. I don't know how good it is, but
All right.
feel like, yeah, I don't know. Am I moving fast enough to respond to a fade in is the question.
Are you?
And make sure that I'm. The good news is up close, it's direct line of sight, right? So.
Do I need a lock to tractor? I do, right?
You do. You have to have a lock on the tractor. All right.
You would tractor from there? You can't tractor from 9, can you?
No.
He's thinking about future.
Now, if he had the points of power, he could, right?
In theory.
He could spend 10
No.
point, auction 10, or what's the
Three
max?
is the
That
limit.
makes sense.
Yes.
I tried to find that a while ago and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
For no reason at all, Ponies. Don't worry. about it.
No worries from my side.
No.
All right.
Well, I don't know. I count 3.
Well,
I do count 3.
I don't see him, so.
I'm also I'm counting on the fact that there's no lock on currently.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
could just start firing into the wind, I guess, and just see if I
You
can.
could.
Double range +5.
All right. I'm gonna put a mine.
And ECM.
That is not where I want it.
You
I
know,
want
drop a shield.
it. My front shield's down.
Oh, I see. The silver coin is dropping on mine. I see.
Yeah. Putting a mine right there.
Wow, just let me know about it. You gonna spin my drone into it like a scoundrel?
That's the plan.
I'll drop a shuttle.
May I make that a purple mine, Bennett?
Yes. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Can you undead my purple shuttle?
I sure can.
Undead.
I'll create you another because I might go and steal your dead
Oh,
purple
okay.
shuttle.
Just want to leave all your options on the table.
I do.
Am I here? I'm here, yeah. Okay, this is Impulse 13. Not that matters.
Impulse 13. No, that matters at all. It has 0 impact on the rest of the game, for sure.
All right.
All right. Impulse 14 then. 14s, 23s, and 32s.
Any mines do you have in this area?
Wouldn't you like to know?
23s as well. This is Impulse 14. Why don't you emergency decel? I announce it, right? And it's just 2 impulses.
Correct. You're announcing emergency deceleration
I am.
for red?
For purple.
Oh, for purple. Okay. I'm like, wait a second. What is your game? Emergency decelling red? You fly behind me and then stop? What are you doing? I love it, though.
And I can go all the way to 0, right?
Emergency decel is all the way to 0. Correct.
Oh, great, perfect.
I am so back. Oh my gosh. Olive's bailing me out.
Yeah. I don't want to hit
I am
mines. I can't trust
dropping
that I'm going to
my-
hit mines.
I am dropping my transporters. What's the cooldown on them?
You can only use them once per turn, but you can use, if you have multiple transporters, you can use them
Yeah.
every
Let me
impulse
just double check here.
till they're out.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. I'm dropping my back shield on silver coin.
Okay.
I'm putting a mine right here.
Okay. It's dropped on impulse 14, so it'll become active on 16.
Yep.
Understood.
Can I put like a delayed fuse on that?
You cannot.
Okay.
It becomes active when it becomes active, and now you can specify that it can let X number of targets through
Okay.
before it goes off.
That's right.
But yeah.
We're good.
All right. Impulse,
Wait, and can I use both of my transports this turn?
if you have them. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If you haven't used them.
Right here. Yeah, 2 mines.
2 mines there.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Impulse 15 then will be 15s, 20s, and 32s.
Yeah, 15s. Just me. Okay.
All set?
All set.
This will be mid-turn. After this impulse, purple fed will be stopped. And that will be the end of night session. So everyone, except for 15, I'll just call them 6s, 8s, 14s, 20s, 23s, 32s.
Okay.
Did I hit a mine?
No. Okay.
23. What are you doing there? Are we just gonna fly around each other like a?
I'm sorry. I who are you again? Olives, you have just struck a mine.
Oh no! I didn't even consider that. Oh goodness. Well, I need a Marco.
Alright.
E-bomb off here.
Yep. 1 T-bomb down. That's certainly
Yeah.
the only one that's out there.
That's 10 though, right?
10 points of damage, yep.
12 on that first row.
Yep. It is marked now.
Alright.
All right. I guess that is where we will I'll go ahead and remove that since it has exploded. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my...
Remind me, how long does it take for fire control to come back online?
8, let's see. Once you've dropped it, I think it's a quarter turn, but I will confirm. Once you've lost fire control or dropped it due to, like dropping a wild weasel or something like that. if you deactivate your active fire control, that is rule. D6. So let's see. Disrupted fire control. Let's see. Going passive. Can switch its fire control system to passive or inactive immediately. Can be done during the lock-on step. Must announce this fact. Yada yada yada. Ship using active.
What you draw there, Bennett?
This is his Mauler arc.
Oh, well, it looks like something else.
I know.
4 impulses. Reactivation is 4 impulses.
Okay. Yeah, I know it does, but I needed to visualize it.
Was the Starfleet guys up to? Were they up to no good when they did that?
I think these old war gamers. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the ships. I mean,
That's true.
pretty much everything is phallic.
Yeah.
It
The Mauler cruiser is definitely.
is the phallic, the penis of all penis ships.
The command cruiser, not so much.
Wow.
It's just
All
short.
right, so,
Yeah, I don't know.
interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna get. Well, I knocked. Can you pull up a silver coin real quick?
Yeah,
I guess I knocked him down pretty good, but he's still got some nice warp, though. Really, I mean, he's got.
that's the wrong guy.
Eh.
Silver coin's looking pretty roughed up.
And I know for a fact now that he's dropped 4.
You sure?
Oh no,
about
3.
that?
At least 3.
You sure?
At least 3.
Well, there are
I've seen-
3 on the map.
There were
Yeah,
three
I've
of
seen the Raider drop 3. We just don't know if the one I hit was from the Raider or the
Well,
Buccaneer.
you've
them. I
struck.
have 5 mines total.
Yeah, you've struck 2, and he's
I've
probably
struck 2.
purchased additional mines. Yeah, well, you had one
Oh, I see.
one mine go off early that took out a drone,
Yeah.
and then another mine that went off recently. So you've struck 2 mines thus far. There are 3 on the map. So
And I have 4 fakes.
and there are 4 dummies. The ones that went off in your face were mercifully not dummies. So you know that there are at least 2 down.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
that is mid-turn. On turn 2, it is 15 after midnight. So we will go ahead and call it there for this week. 2 weeks from today, assuming nothing goes awry, we will pick up. My camera's not on because I'm not on the right screen. 2 weeks from tonight, that is what the. I can't do math, so I'm going to look at the calendar. That is the
12th.
the 12th.
Mhm.
So March 12th, as of right now, will be our continuance date. We will pick up right where we left off here on turn 2, impulse 16, and see if we can complete a little bit more of tonight's little battle. Some
Now, I
some
will say,
bullets exchanged.
a month from today, on the 26th,
Mm-hmm.
that is my spring break, and there is a very good chance I will be actually up in your neck of the woods, up in St.
Uh-oh.
Louis.
Wow.
Interesting.
So, you know,
Well, we might have to. I am actually planning on being in St. Louis that week. So if that does pan out, please do let
Wow.
me know.
I will.
Oh, that would be
I'm not.
If you can get lock on.
if you can get a lock on me.
Yeah, I'll try my best. Yeah, I don't know exactly what days that's gonna be. I know that on that week, I'm gonna go on a road trip to visit a few friends, you know, in this greater area in Tennessee and in St. Louis.
Sure.
But once I have a solid date, I'll let you know.
That'll be great. Well, we will potentially 1 month from today, the 26th of March, potentially eschew the Starfleet Battles date for something entirely different. We'll see how it goes. But keep keep tuned right here, guys, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Come back and join us for Air Apocalypse, Friday Night Fights, and Summoner Saturday this weekend. There's a possibility, minor, very, very slight possibility that maybe we skip this coming Thursday. But if not, we'll be back for some Air Apocalypse action. We will absolutely be here on Friday and Saturday this week for Friday Night Fights and Summoners Saturday, respectively. GG's, gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience, for playing along this evening, for the entertainment value of watching you two flail at one another. I do enjoy sitting back and watching you two guys fight. We will, like I said, pick this up in 2 weeks. Don't forget, next week we will be back on Bloodstone. So looking forward to a little bit of Bloodstone action this coming Tuesday the 5th. Guys, have a great rest of your week. We will see you likely in 2 nights on the 27th for some Air Apocalypse action. Until then, for Olives and for Bennett, good night and GG's. Have a great night, guys.
GG's.
GG's.